I have a song for you. And this song is a powerful song. It's written by a man named Eric Bogle, who is an Australian chap. And the song is called "And the Band Played Waltzing Matilda." Now this story, it's about a young man's experiences during World War I. You see, in World War I, the Germans were winning. They were pushing the Allies back. So the Allied High Command had this idea that they would take a bunch of soldiers and land them on the beach in Turkey at Gallipoli. And then they would march up from the rear. They would catch the Germans in a pincer movement, because the Allies were going this way, and they would defeat the Germans early. Unfortunately, they didn't take into account the Turks, who don't like people walking on their ground without an invitation. So they took an entire generation of Kiwis and Aussies, Australian and New Zealanders, the Anzacs, and they landed them at Suvla Bay at Gallipoli, where they were annihilated on the beaches. There was a movie with, just recently, Mel Gibson movie about it. But the story is written by Eric Bogle about that subject. Now in Australia, your backpack is called your Matilda. So when you go hiking, it's called waltzing your Matilda. So this is the story. And the band played Waltzing Matilda, about a young man's coming of age during World War I. Oh, when I was a young man, I carried me pack, and I lived the free life of a rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. But in 1915, the country said, "Son, it's time to stop rambling, there's work to be done." So they gave me a tin hat, and they gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as the ship pulled away from the quay. Amidst all the tears, the flag waving and cheers, and we sailed off to Gallipoli. How well I remember that terrible day. Her blood stained the sand and the water. And there in that place that they called Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was ready, he primed himself well. He chased us with bullets, he rained us with shell. And in 5 minutes flat, he'd blown us all down. Nearly blown us clean back to Australia. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as we stopped to bury our slain. We buried ours, and the Turks buried theirs. Then we started all over again. Now those who were left, we tried hard to survive in a mad world of blood, death, and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, while around me the corpses piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me ass overhead, and when I awoke in me hospital bed, I saw what it had done, and I wished I was dead. Never knew there was worse things than dying. For no more I'll go waltzing Matilda all along the green bush, far and free, to hump tent and pegs. A man needs both legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. Well, they collected the cripples, the wounded and maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The legless, the armless, the blind, the insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And as our ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where my legs used to be, and thank Christ there was no one there waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. But nobody cheered. They just stood there and stared. Then they turned all their faces away. And now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. And I watch all my comrades, how proudly they march, renewing past dreams and old glories. And the old men march slowly, all bent, stiff and sore, the tired old men from a forgotten war. And the young people ask, "Aye, what are they marching for?" And I ask myself the same question. And the band plays Waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But year after year, more old men disappear. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, who'll come waltzing Matilda with me? And their ghosts can be heard as they pass beside the billy bong. Who'll come waltzing Matilda? With